Hello, I'm Joe Gergen, Superintendent of the Anthony Ragnow Treatment Plant. I want to welcome you here to our facility, introducing our staff, our maintenance and lab operations staff that made the facility an award-winning facility, is serving all of Genesee County and adjoining communities, 36 communities discharge here. We provide safe and efficient treatment services. Enjoy the short video tour.
I'm Wayne Trigger, Operations Supervisor out here at Anthony Ragnow Treatment Plant, Genesee County Drain Commissioner, Water and Waste Services. What we're looking behind me now is a containment basement for our excess flow to where we can store it till we're able to process it. After we use our containment basin, we always have to clean it right away in order to remove the solids that have settled in the bottom of it, and the order, take care of the odor problem, and make sure, and this is how we clean them. The building that we're going to be looking at contains our bar screens, our press, and then our VFDs and our pumps. As the raw sewage comes into our plant, the bar screen derags the flow that's coming into our plant. The press dewaters the rags, so we remove the water and we recirculate the water. And then the rags are basically, water's pressed out of it. It goes to a landfill, a dumpster, and then to a landfill. As we go inside, we have 4 pumps that are VFD driven, and then we have 2 constant pumps. So the VFDs will basically ramp up and down on their own. The 2 constant pumps are basically 30 millions, and that's what they're going to pump constantly, is 30 million. It's going down. There's a rack down there with the rag stick to, and then there's a rake on the bar screen. You'll see it come up. It grabs it, derags it, and then comes back up, and then the paddle cleans it off, the rags off the rack. Goes on this conveyor belt, goes down into a press, wash press, that presses all the liquid out, that we recycle it, and then the pressed rags come out to this dumpster after it's dewatered. All right, this is our raw pump motor number 1. It's a constant pump. It runs about 30 million. So when you turn this on, it's constantly flow of 30 million. This is our motor for raw pump number 3. There is a VFD driven pump, which the range on this can be as low as 10 million up to 36 million with the VFD drive. Again, we have at each end 2 constant pumps that'll constantly pump 30 million when we run them. In between, we have our 4 VFD driven pumps that have range from 10 to 36 million that we can flow through these. What we have here in the background is our the old control panel that originally was set up at the plant, and we've advanced quite a bit over the years to where now we can do everything on our cons here, over here, as far as our computers go. All right, the next step from Brent Run, where the raw pumps are, the raw sewage is pumped up to here to where we remove the grit. We have 2 vortexes up here that the flow comes into. Basically, the grit settles to the bottom. After it settles to the bottom here, we go inside. You'll see our 2 grit classifiers that remove the grit, that go into dumpsters that then we haul to the landfill. From the vortexes, we come out to our primary tanks where we have a detention time to help even settle more sludge and solid grit basically out. This is our blower building, which we have 3 blowers. This is one. This is blower number 1. It can produce 26 kCFMs. We have another blower number 2. It can do 16 kFCMs. And then blower number 3 is the same size as blower number 1. These blowers are what aerates our aeration tanks. This is what produces the air to mix and aerate the aeration tanks. And then from the primary tanks, we have our primary effluent comes out and goes down and into our aeration tanks to where it's aerated, and we have our AO process take place. These are our 3 zones as our process starts, our AO process starts. This is the anaerobic zones where we mix. Our primary effluent comes in and our return activated sludge mixes for phosphorus removal. As we come out of our anaerobic process, we come into our anoxic process where we aerate to remove our ammonia. It travels here and it's aerated through 4 passes. As it leaves this area, as our mixed liquor goes into our final tanks to where it's settled out, to where the effluent flows over the weirs and the RAS is returned back to the aeration tanks. From aeration, we come out for a mixed liquor that comes in and then into our final effluent tanks, which basically settles out, and then our effluent from that is processed and is also, from there it is disinfected, and from the disinfection it goes down to our contact tanks, and from there out to the outfall.
Good afternoon to the National Association of Clean Water Agencies. My name is Jeff Wright and I'm the Genesee County Drain Commissioner. I want to thank you and all of your members for our Peak Performance Platinum Award, but most of all I want to thank the employees from Joe Gergen on down at our Anthony Ragone treatment plant. As you know, this is a thankless job, but a very important job for the public health and the environment. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and again I want to thank you and I want to thank my employees for all of the great work that they have done for not only our community but all the communities that you serve.